Periscope online, Facebook's online, waiting on YouTube to be online. Oh, it's been one of those days. So Shane's team lost today in the playoffs. They lost.
I'm sorry.
Shane went 0 for 3. He crushed the ball 3 times, twice to the outfield, and got caught both times. The ball, like he couldn't win. Finally, the third time, he walks back. He's putting his helmet away. He looks at me. He's like, "I'm seriously getting pissed off right now." It's like he could not catch a break. He just could not catch a break. Every time he crushed the ball and right to somebody. Every time, poor kid.
Oops.
So it was one of
Sorry.
those days today.
Didn't have my phone on mute. It's
Oh,
had a delivery coming today, so I had to be notified.
a notifier.
Otherwise, if it doesn't vibrate, half the time I don't notice it.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. What's this on here? I need to check this. I logged in. Yes, let me check the. I haven't even. Sorry, guys, we're running so late. Let me check the sound real quick. Make sure everything's good to go. Where the hell's the sound app? There it is. Losing my mind. Here we go.
You wanna know
Yeah,
how
that's
to
a little
find
loud.
it.
Not that made it sound good. Oh, that sounds like crap. Let's try that again. Let's try that.
Wanna know how to find
Ooh, we're getting a little sketchy here.
You wanna know how to
There we
find
go.
it. Seek it out when they hide it.
That sounds much better. Let's try. Yeah. Much better. Okay, Jess, you ready to go? Oh, she's not even have her ear things in yet. Oh, someone calling already? Oh, you're calling in? I know, Ian. It's past my bedtime. I know, and I have 2 hours. I still have 2 hours of Big Brother to watch, so I gotta go. I gotta go.
Big Brother.
Yeah, man. I've been watching Big Brother for 20 years, dude.
Is it? Has a season started?
It just started today. 2 hour premiere today.
Okay, so my DVR must be recording it, and I just haven't seen it.
Yeah. I still got 2 hours of BB to watch, man. I got a long night ahead of me.
So get to introduce the house guests.
I know. Well, I was on Twitter, so I saw a couple of them. What they were going to be.
Hopefully, no celebs,
No celebs. Not that. I don't think so. I don't think so.
and no return players that are jackasses.
Oh, I hope so. Well, that makes the best TV. Come on.
No, well,
We just got
there's one in particular.
We just got okay boomer, dude.
There's one in particular, Rachel, that I never want to
Oh,
see
God.
or hear again.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. That laugh was brutal. I agree completely. Jess, you good to go?
Sure.
All right, here we
Wait,
go. Whoa.
I need to know. Chad,
Hmm.
Oh, yes, Chad. Sorry.
or are we gonna talk about this on the show?
I got it in the notes.
All right, good.
You do?
Yeah, I just stuck it in there.
Oh, I see that.
Look at the notes before we check. Oh, you just put COVID report. Oh, you stink butt. Damn it, what a jerk. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday. It is 8:30, which means that it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks. We have short and spanning the phones, and please welcome to my virtual left, my co-host, Jazz 427.
Howdy, y'all. It's that time again. Grab your coffee and get ready to call us.
That's right. Tonight's episode 627, recorded live on August 5th, 2020, is August Cacher Coffee. Phone lines are open, kids. Give us a call, 808-468-7924. That is 808-GOT-SWAG. And for you international callers, you can give us a call free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. I should really throw up the banner there. Oh, there we go. All right. But before we do anything, Chad, talk about Patreon. Guys, cost a lot of money to make this show work. We can really use your help. You could give us any way you can. We'd really appreciate it. There's actually two ways to help us. One is PayPal. You go to paypal.me/the Geocaching Podcast, and you can give us any amount you like, a one-time donation, or you can go to patreon.com, Chad. Patreon.com. Subscribe. Patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast. You become a patron of our show. We have different kind of tiers: a $3, a $5, an $8, and Chad soon. I am in negotiations now, kids. There's going to be a new tier, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
A new tier.
Is that tier going to be about this big?
It's going to be that big. It's going to be the coin tier, Chad.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm so giddy, Chad. I'm in negotiations, guys, with one of the greatest coin designers there is. So we're going to see what's going to happen, Chad. It's going to be a monster. It's going to be a monster coin.
Awesome.
It's gonna be fantastic. I'm so excited for it. It's going to be a new tier, guys. Looking forward to it. But in the meantime, you can go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast. If you want to help us, and we'd appreciate it. Patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast. That helps when the sound's up.
Promotional consideration paid for by the
I
following.
was like a rap in there.
Doing a Max Headroom
Lord
routine
Alpha.
here.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Thank you, Lord Alfred.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at Cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
And we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork at the creators of the fantastic Logbook, made with genuine write in the rain paper. The Logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go caching than do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com, LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com. And I apologize for any background noise. Apparently, my wife was leaving the garage.
I didn't even hear it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I didn't even pick it up. And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group. With adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL, if you have an idea for a shirt design and you cannot find it, you come to the right place. Please give us the opportunity to show you how we can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design shirt. Visit them at artedcrafted.com, ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And finally, buy pattags.com for all your swag and pattag needs. Visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pattags with over 39,000 tags to collect. Pattags.com is everything you need to start your pattag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
And as always, Chad, you can find links to our sponsors on our website and
in our show notes.
In our show notes. Everybody's talking about your wife being locked in the garage, Chad.
No, she wasn't locked in the garage. She was, she's going over to a friend's house, and the garage door opened, and it rattles so the garage is literally right beneath me.
Yeah, it rattles the whole room.
I feel it rattling the room. Apparently, it isn't picking up through the mic, thankfully, but to me, it seems like it should be picking it up.
Nope.
So
sorry. All right, guys. We got a little bit of news here. So, oh, that's loud. It's loud. It's loud. It's loud. It's loud. Hey, Chad, in the GCPC shop, we got a sale going August 7th, $15 regular tees, Chad. So if you're a patron, you get it for cost. That was even cheaper than that. So FYI. So sale through August 7th, $15 regular tees. Thank you, Jesse, for catching that one, putting it in there. Chad. So, guys, phone lines are open. You want to give us a call? You want to talk about something? Give us a call 808-468-7924, 808 got swag, or callinstudio.com/show/GCPC if you're international. Chad, we've got some email, Chad.
Yeah, I was reading that.
I got an email. This email is fantastic. The second one I'm going to read. Not that this first one's bad, but the second one I'm going to read is fantastic. I'm going to start with Robert Owens' chat. Send us an email. And I kind of sent him a snarky one back, and he sent him a really funny one back to me. He says, I'm currently watching your 7th quarantine show. You were completing one of the escape room puzzles. You guys were confused regarding Cheese Whiz on Philly cheesesteaks. Do you remember this, Chad?
Yeah, I remember. I remember the discussion.
Here is the sign of how to order a cheesesteak at Pat Steaks, arguably the most famous cheesesteak place in Philly. And he sent us a picture, Chad.
Yeah.
So I got to figure out how I'm going to show this picture.
You want me? I'll screen share it. Hang
Okay,
on.
you screen share. Go ahead. So he sent us a picture of how to actually order. There you go. How to order a steak. Step 1, specify if you want. Chad, why don't you read it? Read it for me there. Can you read it better?
So, sure. How to order a steak. Step 1, specify if you want your steak with or without onions. And that's how they spell it. They lead off the H there. If you're not a rookie, this should come naturally. Step 2, specify plain, cheese whiz, provolone, American cheese, or a pizza steak.
What's a pizza steak?
Hell if I know. Step 3, have your money ready. Do all of your borrowing in line. Step 4, practice all the above while waiting in line. If you make a mistake, don't panic. Just go to the back of the line and start over.
There you go. That's how you order a cheesesteak.
That's cute, but cheese whiz on a cheesesteak is not cute.
On a Philly cheesesteak. Do you like
provolone?
Do you like cheese whiz? Okay, so
I'm
this is
not
like
a
a cheese aficionado. She's a cheeseaholic.
Cheese Whiz is not cheese. It is a cheese.
I know, but do you like cheese?
It's a cheese
product. It's a product.
It's oil.
Right.
It's flavored oil.
But
Right.
it's delicious on a Ritz cracker. Make a little sandwich. It's delicious.
Yeah, and it's delicious straight out of the can.
Maybe
But
if you're like 5.
but I haven't done it since I haven't done it in years. So,
Yeah, me neither. I do remember as a kid eating Triscuits with the spray cheese. That was good.
So anyway, so Robert sent me this and I laughed, obviously, and then you're showing the whole what you call it search.
Oops, sorry.
I got it.
My bad.
You're showing. And then I sent Robert an email back going, dude, you're watching the quarantine shows like months later? Like, is that like, it seems like, do people actually watch those? Like, who watches?
Could be.
Like, why would you watch that? And so I said that to him in a joking way. I'm like, I can't believe you're actually watching that. That's more of like a when you were there kind of a thing, or you missed it kind of a thing. And like, watching people solve a puzzle kind of a thing. And so he emailed me back saying, no, actually, I was watching something else, and that was just the next thing on.
Oh yeah. So you got a cute.
And he was doing something, so it was playing in the background. And
they heard it, and it piqued his attention.
Yeah. So that's funny. He might not be a cashier, probably. I have no idea. I don't know. So thank you, Robert Owens, for sending that email. Appreciate it. God bless you, Jesse.
Thanks. Sorry about that.
But I still stick to my guns that cheese whiz does not belong on a cheesesteak.
No,
Agreed.
I wouldn't do it. I would not do that. No. Provolone. Next one's from Barry, Master Sergeant USMC. This is actually Chad. This is a whole show right here.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to do it as a whole show. We should, just because this is a good debate. Hey guys, awesome one up me show. I had one more suggestion to add to the great change one thing list I provided last week. Mind you, he probably would have won with this.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you he would have won with this. He says, let me start with some basic assumptions, Chad. Everybody pay attention. This is good. Number 1, we all like Smokey the Bear. Alex?
Yep.
Oh, Robert Owens is a cashier. Oh, look at that. My mistake. Robert, thank you. Number 2, we have all been pretty upset when we have not received our virtual or adventure lab at some point. Correct?
Yep.
Okay. So his solution, Chad, monetizing geocaching, Chad. Monetizing it. I believe the way geocaching rewards are given to cachers should be changed dramatically. I still believe there should be some criteria in order for cachers to receive air quote rewards, but rather than randomly select from that qualified group, I think HQ should offer them the award at a price, i.e., a virtual $25, Adventure Labs $10 per stage, 5 stages max, webcams 50 bones, right there. Other specialties like community celebration events can be brought in as well. To keep it simple, there could be open times of buying. Things could sell out, etc. Obviously, the basic geocaches will be free. Any of these purchased geocaches would have to be created and received pre-approval from a reviewer before they are purchased and published. Between that reviewer approval and the cost, that should keep the air quote lameness of the air quote McDonald's virtual from ever occurring again. So what to do with the flood of extra revenue that GCHQ would gain during this business development venture? That's where Smokey the Bear comes in. Donate all of the money to our game board, National Park Service, Forest Service, the state park, and rec offices, etc. So there you go, GCHQ. The suggestion will make the geocaching world happier and Smokey the Bear happier. I would gladly be the first person to drop $100 into this venture. Keep up the great work. Hashtag Shorty Knits deserved her path tag. So yes, there you go. What do you think, Chad? Monetizing geocaching. I don't hate the idea.
Wasn't this brought up? Although this is a lot more detailed, but I thought this was brought up, and I basically said that, or maybe you talked to me after the show, and I'm just I'm thinking about it.
You have a whole conversation about it.
Okay.
I know Ian's gonna be against it. Oh yeah, he sure enough. Yeah, Ian hates it. Yeah, I knew.
It's like I remember discussing this, but I guess it wasn't on the show. I was going back through my notes. I was like, I'm not seeing it here.
So what do you think, Chad?
2 months-ish.
Jesse, what's your opinion? Guys, if you have an opinion, give us a call. 808-468-7924. This is Cash or Coffee.
Well, I mean, I do see his point, but I also think that it sort of goes against what geocaching is and stands for. And, we're supposed to give back on our own by doing CEDOs and, making sure don't leave a trace and all of that.
Right.
But
what about the certain ones, like a virtual or something like that doesn't come out very often? You know what I'm saying? That's like a special thing where, you sell 100 of them,
So basically people can pay to make
$25.
it not be special anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then they're not special anymore.
But they still are special because you can buy one. You can get one. That doesn't make it special. There's only 100.
What if I'm on a fixed income and I can't afford it, but I really want one?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
And this
I'm
is
just playing devil's advocate.
This is one of the things that
it's not $200.
that irritated me about Muncie. You would have people that paid for tons of these virtuals and tons of these hotels and other things, and they paid money to have those out there. And it's like, once I started going down that path, I was like, I was completely out of Muncie.
Muncie already tried this?
Muncie, I believe, still does it.
Oh, really? I don't Muncie. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't hate the idea. I'd pay $100 for a webcam. I'd drop 100 on a webcam.
I'm not completely opposed to it. So, but there are certain things. How far do you go? That's my question. Are we going to be paying $1 for a puzzle now? Are we going to nickel and dime?
That's nickel and diming. I'm talking about only like the specialty ones, like a virtual or.
But once you start down this path, that's where.
Oh, then there would be sponsored caches and commercials. Yes. Yeah. Well, you can't. Yeah, you can't have sponsor caches. Although, what if you paid for a sponsor cache? How about that, guys? How about that, Chad? How about this? How about instead of actually, how about having retailers allowed to sponsor a cache for money? Like, so I have a cache in a DQ parking lot. DQ will drop $100 if they could put DQ into the title. And hey, come and see, come have our new, flurries or whatever the hell they have.
No.
I think
No.
that goes against.
You're gonna have stuff stuck inside of Walt Disney World, where you got to pay in order to go access it, and that is.
Yeah, but there's stuff there now. There's already stuff in Walt Disney World.
Yes, there is,
Guys, I'm just
but
debating.
technically there shouldn't be. And that stuff that is inside of Disney World is not Disney World
It's not.
stuff.
Yeah, it's not Disney World. No, it's not. Disney World will be able to get their own stuff. Yes,
Right.
would pay for their own stuff. I don't know. They must have thought about this.
I think Disney probably could. All they have to do is create an account and make their own stuff.
I guess they could. Yeah, but they
I mean-
couldn't put Disney. They couldn't put like the ride that it's near. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm saying if they paid for it, they would be allowed to actually spawn. You can't. I can't put Dairy Queen in the title of a
Right.
cat in front of Dairy Queen. But if Dairy Queen paid for it, then they could. Is my point being, and promote the Dairy Queen inside the description of the cache. Like come get our brand new.
I think that's just asking for
Burger.
trouble.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm just throwing ideas out. I'm not saying it's
And the other thing is, why would we want to cache at Dairy Queen? I want to cache in the middle of the woods. I want nature. I don't want a parking lot with ice cream.
Scott's trying to stir. I'm
Yes.
not trying to stir the pot.
Yes, you are.
I'm trying to debate. I'm trying to discuss. It's a discussion. That's all.
I will say some of my favorite caches are located at Dutch Brothers coffee places that have been put out from one of our patrons, Joyful Nomads.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're not officially sponsored by Dutch Brothers. Dutch Brothers is aware of it, but
Mhm.
they didn't pay for
All
it.
right. Fair enough. All right. All right. Those are the emails we got. I thought that was an interesting email. I'm like, wow, that's an interesting way to do it. Is if you monetize the special ones, the ones that don't come out very often. Well, they probably won't. I'm sure they never will. Again, when we did that show, none of that stuff was probably ever going to happen. So nice. All right, let's move on to the show here. So, Chad, why don't you start? So, your COVID report.
The COVID report.
Did you get your COVID report?
Yes, I got some after a 19-day wait.
19 days.
19, because I just got it yesterday.
19.
I found out that I am indeed not infected with COVID.
Yeah. Right.
Or at least I wasn't infected 19 days ago. Who the hell knows now? So
If you
it
were,
was-
you're not anymore.
It was just some other virus.
So you were just sick.
Just sick. Someone else knocked the heck out of me for a few days.
I guess you could still get sick. I'm assuming, right? I guess you could still get sick.
Yeah.
There are other illnesses around other than
Yes.
COVID.
Yeah.
People are acting like that's the only thing. If you have the sniffles, you've got the COVID.
Well, this was a bit more than just the sniffles.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's like I've got out of about 15, 20 symptoms, I've got about 3/4 of them. It's like,
Yeah, I would be
is this
concerned.
it?
Yeah, I would
I
definitely
would go
be
get
concerned.
tested. Absolutely, of course. Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy that it's taking 19 days. You're not the only
That's-
person that I've heard that
Oh yeah,
have taken that long. That's
ridiculous.
crazy. Kind of defeats the purpose of taking the test if by the time you get the results, you're probably over it anyway.
Yes.
Ay.
So what did Trump say? He was positively negative. Is that what he said? You're positively negative.
Something along those lines.
I can't remember what his exact words were. So congratulations, Chad. Well done, sir.
Thank
well
you.
done not having the COVID. Well done. You don't have the Rona, Chad.
No Rona today.
Yes. Jesse, what you got?
Well, I wanted to give everyone a quick update on our travel bug race. So Scott and I started. Gosh, when did we put those out?
I don't know. That's your.
I don't even remember when it was. It's been a while though. Last summer maybe.
Year?
It's probably been about a year.
Yeah, I got
Wait, I can tell you.
I got an update over the weekend.
Yes, I did too, which is why I wanted to give everybody an update. So Scott and I started, each of us, a travel bug that we put in the front porch cache here at our house, and their goal is to get to one of Chad's caches out near him in California, Northern California. So my travel bug
Yes.
has been sitting just north of San Diego since March.
Since
I
March.
was so excited. My travel bugs. It's in the right state. It's in the right state.
Where is it?
It's in Vista, which is actually the next town over from where I used to live. Ironically, very close to where I was. So it's still about 300 and no. Yours is near Vista. Sorry, I'm getting that backwards. Mine is north of LA. Mine's still closer.
Oh, yeah, you're so close.
So I just spoiled my exciting news that
Yeah, Vista's about midway between San Diego and LA.
Yes. So I used to live in Oceanside.
I sat in
for a
Minnesota
few years.
forever.
So Scott has been traveling around with Master Sergeant USMC for quite a while. And his finally just got dropped off in Vista, California. So he's still about 150 miles farther than mine is.
All right, so tell the people who live in California. So where is yours and where is mine?
So mine is if in our show notes I actually have links to the caches that they're in.
Yours is in Vasquez Rocks.
Mine is in a cache called Vasquez Rocks.
Mine is in
Good luck pronouncing that.
Hukalea.
Hukalea.
Sure, we'll go with that.
California. Mine's in Vista, California, and Jesse's is. He didn't say where yours is.
Just north of LA. It's out in the middle of nowhere. That's why it's been sitting there since March. No one has found that cache since it got dropped.
Go get him, LA people.
Yes.
Yeah, go get him.
Go to LA.
Take mine to Chad.
Take mine. Mine's cuter.
Chad, did you get your path tag? By the way, I mailed it to you.
Yes, I got a.
I can't believe it made it in less than
I was
10
I got a Scott.
You did.
I got a Jesse. I got a.
So you did get them. I'm glad.
What's that say?
That's a one up me winner.
Is that the one up me?
That's the one up me winner. Yeah, because people were bitching that you needed to get one too.
And this one is the. What's this one?
That's Curiosity Girl.
Is that Okay, Curiosity Girl sent me two. Then
She sent you two?
that because I know that one's a curious.
No,
Nope, that one's me.
That one's you. That's Jesse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the knits. Okay. Okay, shorty knits. Because well, I've seen that. I think that is that on your profile page.
Probably.
Because I know I recognize that, and when I saw it, I was thinking that must be Curiosity Girl, and I didn't look. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't focus on it this close.
Yes. It's okay. So you got them all.
But yeah, so I got
I'm shocked
Curiosity
how fast
Girls
they
too.
got
Thank
to
you.
I thought like they would take like weeks to get to you.
Yeah, no kidding.
They just came in yesterday. So
Good. Okay. So you guys, Chad got his too. Don't panic. Yeah. So again, we had visitors, Chad, last weekend.
ooh,
We had who came? Is it El Rojo? El Rojo came, right?
El Rojo came.
We weren't home. We were
And then an hour later, the GBs came.
GB's game.
And
They were
we
supposed to
still
come on
weren't home.
Sunday. They were supposed to be. Weren't they supposed to come Sunday night, Jess?
I don't know. I thought it was later than what they
Oh, that's what I was
said, but
saying.
apparently
Yeah.
there was some misinformation given as to when we were going to be home.
Yeah. We were at games all day. We were at baseball games all day, unfortunately. So we missed everybody.
Yep.
But they were all, they're all moving around the country with the Rona, so we weren't too upset. We had to stay far back away from them. Ooh,
you know who came to visit me over the weekend?
who did?
The air conditioning repair guy.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
How did you wake up? I once woke up and it was like 96 degrees in my house. I was miserable.
Nah, it kicked out in the middle of the day, and this thing's been giving us problems. So we replaced the whole damn thing. It was 20-year-old system, so replaced the whole shebang.
Yeah, we were worried. We had a guy come out. 'Cause, that sucks, Chad. Sorry. That's a nice bang.
Yes, nice hit to the pocketbook.
Ugh.
Oh, Ian says he wants your address, Chad. He'll send you things.
Okay, I'll send you an email.
Um. So, did you? So, Chad. So, speaking of, before I get anything else, Snag the Tag, Chad. Did you? I don't know if you followed. Remember Snag the Tag? We had him on the show
Yep.
last year. They're having a new Agent 2020 is coming out in early August. It's going to be out any day now. Two different types: a dawn and a dusk one, and it's going to be one publishes in the morning, and the other one publishes at night. The dusk one publishes at night.
Hopefully they'll get some published around me.
I know, yeah, because like
It's like
that's
they're
really published around us.
all right. We've had them in north of us, and a good bit north of us, a good bit south of us, but I haven't seen any in our area.
Yeah, yeah. Jesse ordered the group before that. I hid the time before, and then Jesse hid last time.
I think they. I was just going to say. I think they changed it. I can't hear you, so I think they changed it this year or this promotion so that if you're a hider, you can also find them. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that I heard that because it used to be that if you were a hider, you could not find that particular one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go answer the phones.
Okay, answer the phone. Thank you. Yeah. Brian says, "Good thing you don't have any megas to go to. You have plenty of money to fix your AC, Chad." Yeah, we took the money that we were going to spend to go to whatchamacallit? Over to Seattle. I mean, we bought a fence for $3,000. We freaking did a whole front yard for $1,000. I mean, like we spent so much goddamn money, Chad, this summer.
Yeah,
Because we had it. You know,
this is probably about at least 10, if not more, mega events
oh god,
in terms of cost. So
well, we were terrified. Ours was like hard stopping, like pop and pop. My judge is like, shit, just to get somebody out here. So I got somebody out there, and the guy's like, no, it's running fine. It's 96 degrees, man. It's struggling. You know, it's like there's nothing you can do with that. You know, it's just hot.
this new one at least it's quiet, and it's really quiet because it's a dual stage compressor, dual stage fan, a variable speed blower. So you know it's running as low power as it needs to, and then stays really quiet. So haven't had it on a really hot day yet because we just had some cold front blow in, but looks like the electrical consumption and the noise level dropped a good bit. So yeah, good bit of change, but worth it.
It's absolutely necessary, of course. Yes, absolutely. And so what about Chad? Did you hear about the geocache, the heading to Mars, the whole?
Yeah, I saw that. I haven't read completely through it, and but the putting on the rover or something, a new rover.
I guess, yeah. The Perseverance rover is trackable. You can actually log it.
Okay.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
Like you got some serious geocaching nerds in NASA. If you can convince them to, yeah, go ahead, put a number on it. Yeah, go ahead. You know.
I know a couple of people that actually work for NASA that are geocachers. So
really,
one of them is the only one to have logged the trackable that was on the International Space Station.
Right. He actually logged it. No shit. So he was
yes.
there. He was at the space station. So he's an astronaut.
Yes.
You know an astronaut.
Well, no, he's not an astronaut. He when it got, how did that happen? It got put there. He actually did get the tracking code. He works for NASA, but he's not an astronaut, and he worked on the module that went up with it.
Wow, that's crazy.
So that's my understanding of how he did it.
Here, the TB number is etched in the glass lens on the camera. What? Really? I don't think that's right. That doesn't make sense. I think Aussie geocachers giving.
So if you watch, if you get an image from it, you're supposed to be able to see it then.
Then you can lock it, right? All right, let's bring in El Rojo. Hey, California El Rojo, hello.
Hey, everybody.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Not too shabby. Just got done with my trip to Alaska. I have now found a geocache in all 50 states.
Oh, look at you!
Oh, congratulations!
Wow, that's impressive.
So,
And you were in my. I saw a
I'm
picture of
happy
you.
about it.
You were in my driveway last weekend.
Yes. I haven't logged that yet. I've this morning I logged to the Flight 93 memorial. I got to do that log next, and then I'll log my way across to hanging out on a boat at the Midwest Geo Bash Fairgrounds, and then to your guys' front porch. Then I got a hike I did in between there in Alaska, and then I did Alaska. So I got a lot of logging to do.
Did you go and get
Wow.
Beverly?
No, totally ran out of time.
Oh, that stinks. I know you were calling us because he was texting me and saying like, hey, I need to know exactly how much time between your house and the airport because we're getting close on time. So I know you were trying to cut it close, and so I'm glad.
Yeah, we did okay, but my wife was just a nervous wreck. She's got flight anxiety about missing her flight, and that might stem from she was flying to Oregon last October, I think it was, and a big fire erupted between us and LAX. And she was going to Burbank, even an easier airport to get to. It took her like 5 or 6 hours to make the 2-hour drive. It was just a nightmare, and I kept having to move her flight back. It was crazy.
Wow. And so did you drop anything off in our we gave you some stuff though. We knew you were coming, so we
Yes, you guys left me a little care envelope. I really appreciated it.
That was awesome. Yes, we left him a care package, knowing we'd be in a game. Did you drop anything in there?
No,
I didn't
totally
know.
awesome.
Did you drop something?
I think I only took bugs because the bugs I had goals, and I was moving them along that way.
Oh, okay.
So I think I totally stole some and
take 'em all.
didn't leave any. But those bugs I did take got a lot of miles in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Okay.
One was a TFT 2017 coin, and actually I was supposed to take that to Florida with me, but my Florida trip got canceled. I'm done with Expedia. It was a freaking mess. I land in Alaska shortly after midnight on Monday, and I get this email that says, "Oh, all your flights this week are canceled." So I go take my daughter to Florida and back, and it's all messed up. It would have cost $300 to basically fix it, and I'm like, forget that. And so I'm kind of thinking about rescheduling it, but I'm also kind of taking it easy because I don't want to get the Rona.
Yeah, you've done a lot to get the Rona. Have you been quarantining yourself at all, or are you just like, meh, I'm fine?
I just wear my mask, wash my hands. I mean, but like the gun shop's been open this whole time, so I mean, I've been dealing with the public the whole time. I only started wearing a mask probably, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, maybe.
And what about the planes? Were people on the plane wearing masks?
Yeah, no, almost everybody did. I don't know. I just kind of get the feeling if you're wearing your mask and you're keeping your distance, you're washing your hands, like that's what we expect our essential workers to do. And I think for the most part, they're surviving.
Well, they say if everybody, if two people wear masks, if one has it, it's like a 1% chance of interacting and getting it. So they're saying,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's really all you can do. But if you're arm and all, I mean, were you guys all in a plane? Were you sitting shoulder to shoulder in a plane and stuff like that, or did they have the seats split?
For our flights to you guys, yeah, they had some of them packed. The flight to Alaska was pretty empty. I actually had an entire row to myself, like both sides of the plane.
Wow, really? Wow.
Like 6 seats were empty. Now, actually, they had me sitting next to an elderly couple, and I rolled up, and the woman was in my window seat, and I'm kind of like, I want to sit and watch out the window. Removed, but the husband, he's like, well, I don't think the flight's going to be full. You just want to sit there in front of us, and we don't have to move everybody? I'm like, I'm cool with that. If they don't move me, I totally don't care. I don't like to inconvenience people if I don't have to. And so finally the stewardess figured it out. She's like, I'm totally cool with you sitting there. So it was kind of neat. I like to post on my Facebook when the International Space Station is flying over. I got to see the International Space Station at 36,000 feet.
Oh,
Oh, that's
wow.
cool.
Really?
Wow.
What did that look like? Wow.
Yeah. It looked like the International Space Station usually does, just inside a plane.
Wow. But was it a small? I mean, we
If
see.
you guys have never seen it,
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. It's
It's cool
just
to
a
watch.
dot going across the sky.
Right.
But if you're 36,000 feet closer to it, it's got to look a little bigger, doesn't it? Or no?
it was a little tough. Seeing it in the plane was a little tougher, but it worked. So I got to see my town from the sky. That was kind of cool, even though it was pretty hazy and kind of late. Alaska's interesting because it was like daylight all the way almost at midnight.
Wow, Jesse, think how cheap we can go to Alaska right now.
I know. Don't think I'm not already thinking that.
It could be so cheap.
So
Like 4 days.
when school start up?
What's it, Jess? So what'd say, Taz? I'm sorry.
I was asking Arojo when school start up.
Next week, and I'm not prepared in the slightest. So my wife is stressed out about it. But I'm just like, we're about next week. I got to finish my logs and do some other stuff.
So are you having in class or are you guys doing it
No,
Zoom?
we're all distance learning. They were wanting to do a hybrid model, but it was going to be a disaster. I mean, even this all distance learning for teachers is going to be a ton of work, and we're not unwilling to do it. It's just you got to redo everything.
Yeah.
And the fear is you redo everything, and then a bunch of kids are just like, whatever, like we don't care, we're not doing anything.
Yeah, and my son originally,
do it.
my oldest originally, they were going to hybrid it. I think no, all the kids were going to hybrid. Weren't
All
they?
the kids were going to hybrid, but the way that they had it set up here is even if you chose to send your kid to school, basically you're reserving a place to sit and learn, and the teachers may or may not even be in
Teachers will
the
be on
room,
Zoom as well.
depending on the number of students in the classes, and so with their setup, it could be all in person, all remote, and it could change, overnight if they needed to.
And
But they're doing all well.
It's all remote now.
Now they've already said it's all remote.
Yeah, it's all remote. They went all.
And honestly, I mean it sucks for students.
Oh
but,
yeah.
Like, let's get real. Like, do we really want to send students into a classroom breathing the same air for like
No.
40 minutes at a time?
All right. And
And for me, it's more like, hey, we got a really popular teacher, Miss Shonawise here, and I'm like, this could be her destiny.
Exactly.
You guys want Miss Shonawise to die?
Right.
Because that might be what happens. Now, she's actually in good shape, and I asked her about using her as this example before I used her, and she's like, yeah, feel free. But like, that's what people got to think about. Like, do we want to, how are you going to feel? How's your social emotional going to be when you coming back to school is why Miss Shonawise just died?
Right.
And people, kids are probably crying right now.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
things like that,
it's
but I mean,
it's-
that's reality too. So it's like, it's not just about your kid who's probably going to get it, probably going to survive. It's about these older
Right.
teachers
That's
who
what it's always been.
it could
Yeah.
be their death
right,
sentence.
absolutely. Yeah, and my son's 15 years old. He's gonna be a sophomore. It's like this is the prime of his life right now in terms of like his kiddom, and it's like it's just he's away from his friends and he's not in school and he's all right about it. It stinks because those are like those are the good years, the high school years, and so it stinks it's affecting him. And Cam, our middle son's going into 8th grade now, and so that's his final year of junior high, and it's just one of those things where it just stinks,
yeah. My son finished up high school and started college.
What'd you say, Laura?
So I hadn't thought about it. It's kind of interesting. You guys are able to do baseball.
Yeah. What they do is the kids spread out supposedly. Where like house is very different than travel. And in house baseball, the kids all wear masks in the dugout and they all have to spread out. They can't be shoulder to shoulder. Travel baseball is a little different. They're a little more lax with it. But then all the parents have to sit apart. They can't sit in the stands. They have to sit down the left and right field, like the lines. They can't sit in the bleachers at all. The bleachers are actually for the kids, so the kids can actually spread out, so they can sit in the bleachers. But so the parents are all down the first and third base lines, and and they're all should be wearing masks. A lot of them do, some don't, but a lot of social distance. If you're 6 feet apart,
The
So-
umpire's behind the pitcher.
the umpire's behind the pitcher instead of the catcher, so he's calling the plays from behind 6 feet behind the pitcher. Yeah, so stuff like that. But yeah, they play. I mean, they play baseball. Yeah, but it's it can be shut down. I mean, but that's because we're in Illinois. We're in phase 4. If we go back to phase 3, it's over. Phase 4 is when they're allowing sports. Phase 3 done. So if we roll back, which we might, because our numbers are climbing in Illinois. So if we go back to phase 3, it's all over. So that would stink. But yeah, because Sham wants to play fall ball and and go till October rather than ending soon. So yeah. So you called for something? Did you call about something, or was that it?
World of Wonders, right?
World of Wonders.
Promotion. What's the name of it?
No. It's,
Yeah.
I got
is
proposal.
that-
Well, there's the World of
The
Wonders.
World of Wonders is the new one coming
Oh,
up.
it's okay. I was thinking of it's Memory Lane. What are you talking about? Oh, the new one coming
Memory
out.
Lane,
Okay,
yeah.
yes, the new one coming out.
Yeah,
Yes,
no, new one starts a week from today.
it does.
Starts
Here's a
on the
funny story,
12th, I
Raho,
think,
is
right?
that Jesse and I were going out caching last weekend. Remember, I told you guys Saturday we're going to go out caching because we had no kids while we didn't have the show. And I found this great spot that had like 25 caches. And I'm like, wait, we got to go there next week. We can't waste that area when World of Wonders is coming out next week. We're going to waste it. So we actually went and did another, we did a different part. Didn't get as many caches, but, we're going to save that for the World of Wonders. But go ahead.
So here's my thing. Like the time that they give us to finish the thing, you don't need to be worried about it. Like, what are the odds we're not going to finish it between now and the end of the year doing
Right.
caching, right?
Oh, yeah. You have
here's
to
my
the end of the
proposal.
year. Yeah, you have to the end of the year. Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do anything different. I'm going to cache like I normally would, not look at the World of Wonders, but I'm going to track and see how many caches and how many days it takes me to finish with doing nothing different.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be interesting because if I recall, last year was when they had the gem thing, and supposedly
Right.
I think this is going to be a lot like
The murder mystery or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
we were at Midwest Geobash when it was going on, and I know we were like, there was always that. If you remember the one ruby that was really hard to get, it was like the pink one. I can't. Do you remember which? Or the purple one? Do you remember which one it was? Others? Bueller? Anybody?
I don't remember which one
I,
specifically.
I think they were all about evenly spread
No,
out.
no,
Now
they were-
where you were,
Here, there was one that was rare.
It was
well,
rare.
right? Okay, like I said, where you were, there was one that might have been rare, but
Oh, okay.
didn't seem to be that way here.
Well, that's because you only
I
have.
remember working on
That's
it.
because you only have like
a
3,000
little bit,
caches.
but I don't-
Chaz. I have 18, so it's a little harder. I have a little more area. I have to go further to get caches. Chaz. It's a little easier.
Yeah, I liked that one, and I liked working on it. And I remember actively having to seek some of them out.
Right?
But
Yeah.
that was because we had a month.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll be curious if I
So
want to
now
know
that
how
we
you
got-
do with that. I'm curious how long it'll take you.
Right.
Well, what I might try to do is between now and Wednesday, I might try to plant a cache and find a way to make a spreadsheet we can all have access to, and anybody who wants to participate, we'll track and see
Just not pay attention.
how long everybody takes and how many caches. But you got to agree on the honor system.
Not pay.
You're
not, to
going to
not.
do nothing different.
Yeah.
You're not
to
going to
just cash
You're
to
not going
cash.
to look at those things.
Yeah. Cash to cash.
You're just going to cache like you normally would, and just see how long it takes doing nothing different.
Yeah, dude. Create a Google Doc. I'll
Yeah.
post it on the socials. Yeah.
That means
So-
I need to start caching
or
again.
Yeah. So did
Or-
everybody
or- yeah.
get the survey that I got today?
I did.
Asking about your feedback on memory lane. That was one of the questions. Was did you go out specifically trying to earn points for these souvenirs, or did you just cash normally and you happened to earn the souvenirs?
Oh, yeah. I just happened to earn it.
Yes, I definitely just
But-
happened.
I
but-
gave that same feedback.
But the gem thing, we tried for. Remember, we were like we were scouring, looking
Well-
for the ones we needed.
See, I had forgotten about that until about a week before it was up, and then I happened to, and I had cash. I just hadn't gotten one of the first ones.
The starter one.
Was
Yeah,
the
didn't you
starter
go out
one,
and
and
find
then
archived caches or something?
Yeah, so after I had found all my gems, so you had to find you had to like get the spy or detective or whatever.
The glass.
And then I got the notifications like, oh crap, I've got a week to do this. And so I went and did the other 2 sets of things. So got all the way, and I got my last gem the weekend, or the Friday before the weekend that it closed, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going up here with my friends, and we're going to grab all these archived caches. That is a part of a power trail, and log those. Surely enough, that I'll get credit in those because I'm logging caches on it. So anything that's, it just said you need any caches after this count. No, none of those counted. So I had to. I had a few other cache finds, but then I had to wind up using up some of my challenges that I hadn't logged.
Oh no! Jesse, do you remember the time you and Cody went out and found like 50 caches?
I do remember that.
What were you trying to finish?
That might have been the one where the final was like the sea turtle, or I don't remember which one that was. That was a couple of years ago.
So like me and Cody are going caching.
Hidden creatures.
Yeah,
the hidden creatures. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, I had to find like 70 caches or something in one day. It was something ridiculous.
He's like, I gotta go out. Me and Cody are going out. I'm like, go, because I'm like, find stuff that I've already found. Don't find new caches. Find stuff I've already found. Yeah. So her and Cody went out.
I like the concept of the mystery, whatever it was called, this one that's coming up, assuming it's going to be. But if you give us forever to do it, like, I have no desire to go work on it. It's going to be so easy. Like, I'm just going to let it ride and see how long it takes. I think that'd be more fun. Yeah. And actually, I think it's going to be more of a challenge not to look and to be honest with myself.
And literally,
not look and try to plan stuff out and just do my
it
normal
would be,
thing.
If it's going to be,
would I really go find these caches right now if I wasn't doing this? If not, then I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, because it was that one gem was really hard to find. And remember, Jesse, it was like you had to seek it out. It was
right.
Like, so like that way, if there's that, if it's going to be like that where there's one really hard to find one, it's going to be tough.
Right.
But I'll be interested. Yeah, if you set it up, let me know. I will shoot it out onto the socials.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, and share it with everybody who wants to share.
Totally will.
All right, dude. We'll talk soon. Be well, man.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, talk to you. Bye-bye.
So speaking, go ahead.
So we do have one souvenir that's coming up that does have a deadline. It does have a very short window.
I was just going to mention that.
So it's the International Geocaching Day. It's this Saturday and not this Saturday, Sunday, next Saturday and Sunday, August 15th and 16th.
Oh, we don't have kids yet. Right?
And we don't have a show.
No, but we have a tournament. And we don't have a show. Yes. We're going every other weekday on the Saturday.
That's right.
Oh, this Saturday.
So keep that in mind, folks.
We'll talk about it next week. We'll remind them and put them in the show notes.
Mm-hmm.
Chad.
Yes, sir.
We've got Iowa coming in. Iowa, hello. Scorpio Red 48. Hello, sir. How are you?
Scorpio Red 48 as usual.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
Wait, hold on. How's Iowa going, man? I was married there. It wasn't pretty then. Is it better now, or is it worse?
No. Well, we've got the dumbest governor ever. So anyway.
Yes, and we thank her very much for allowing us to get married there. Well, we were closed.
I love her.
Yeah, you guys were close. Yeah. They let you get married here, but we're having. They're going to force everybody to go back to school.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's like threatening if they don't go back to school, but what is it? It's got to be at least 50%. And they're saying that if they don't, they won't get credit for going to school for the year.
That's stupid.
And so, you got all kinds of people that are upset, blah, blah, blah. But I've talked to people like so you guys were talking about sports, and we of course have the Iowa Cubs here.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to one of the guys that owns them, and he says he doesn't think Major League Baseball is going to last.
You know the
couple
guy
weeks
who
because of
owns
all
the Iowa Cubs?
Yeah.
Really?
Anyway,
You just
Yeah.
glossing over that? Just gonna gloss over that, huh? All right.
I deliver his mail.
Oh, okay. So you don't know him, like he's not your buddy. You're his mailman. Is what you're saying.
Right, but I can talk to him every day.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, yes.
So anyway, yeah, he thinks that the baseball season is going to be over within the next couple of weeks because of all the outbreaks.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Cardinals got it.
Cardinals and the
and one of the teams-
Marlins.
Arizona.
Yeah, the Marlins got it. Yeah.
Yeah, NBA is going to be the same way, and then the NFL's going to happen when it comes around. It's like when you got that many people together like that. Once it gets into it, it's like boom. It's in close contact
And
sports.
What is going to happen in these schools where these kids are like a petri dish for every illness, and they're going to just be like spreading the corona to their teachers and bringing it home, and oh my gosh,
Bringing it to grandma.
I know, dude. I know. All right. So
Anyway,
what do you want to? I
that's
know
not why-
this
that's
is
not why I called.
this is a Saturday discussion, not a Wednesday.
yeah.
Exactly.
So what's
Okay, the thing I was going to ask, I talked to Jesse too. One of the things I've heard is that people are using this time of the coronavirus to like work on puzzles and do all that kind of stuff that you might do in the winter time, or just And I thought that I seriously was going to like really get into puzzles because you got to, for the most part, stay home. But I never did, and I'm wondering if Jesse and Chad have done more puzzles just for the fun of it, just like you got the time. Is that what you're doing?
I have probably been about consistent because I spent a lot of my extra time working on my house. So I really haven't ramped up my my puzzle solving a lot, but I still do a lot of puzzle solving. So
fair enough. Jess?
I have not done puzzle solving.
Any?
Huh?
None. You've done
No,
none.
I've really done none. I have not personally. I have not had any extra time. I never stopped going to work.
Yeah, Jesse went to work every single day. right? Since
And working
March.
for our local municipality, as you could imagine, that was very stressful those first 2 months.
Yeah.
And so no, I mean, I did no caching, I did no puzzle solving, I did nothing. I would go to work and I would come home and decompress by doing a lot of yard work. I planted a vegetable garden. We redid the whole front landscaping. I spent a lot of time outside in the yard. That seemed to be my
Your therapy.
my time killer, decompression.
Yes.
So
And
yeah,
I
no,
hid.
no.
When I was unemployed for 2 months at the beginning of Corona, and I hid. I was never.
Yeah.
But I hit a crap ton of caches.
Yeah, you're not a puzzle solver anyway,
No,
right?
no, at all. I try, but I give it like 5 minutes, and then I can't do it. So
I still
Yeah,
need to
know,
go
I
and
think
find all those.
geocaching hates me because I'm not good at puzzles and I don't do earth caches. So
no, I'll do an earth cache. I have no problem doing an earth cache if I see one, but it's the problem is that like I've done everything around me, so like when the earth cache day comes along, it's like me and Jesse have to drive so far away to go get an earth cache because we've gotten all the ones around us.
oh, well,
my problem is that most earth caches, not most, a lot of earth caches, they have something like they'll have like 3 questions, and one of them is to identify like the color or the stratification of some rocks.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm colorblind.
Oh no.
I'm sure my answers. I've even, written on one, look, I don't know what you're seeing, but as a colorblind person, I'm seeing brown, green, and gray.
Right.
Those are my answers. And so I just don't like Earth caches because it seems like 1 out of every 2 or 3, they're going to ask me to identify some colors, and it just makes me embarrassed.
So as a
I'm trying to think. I don't know that I've ever seen one that's asked me for a color.
because you're in California, dude, all ours are rocks and crap like that. That's all ours.
Oh shit, we got all kinds of rocks and crap.
Like fens.
We
and
have
rocks,
fens.
fens and rocks, and what's the other one? There's that. Cody, help me out here. Cody will know. Fens, rocks, and one other thing. So, Scorpio, I got a question for you. So, as a colorblind man, have you seen the videos on YouTube about the people who wear the glasses, put the glasses on, they can see colors all of a sudden?
Here's the problem. Those work with red-green colorblind people, but I'm multiply colorblind.
Right.
So I'm red, green, blue, green.
So
they
what,
don't work.
So, what do you see in? What colors can you see? Or do you even know? Do you even know what you can
That's
see?
the whole thing. It isn't that you don't see colors. You just see them differently than people that have the dominant gene for, what most people see. So, when it's like in the fall, everything looks kind of flat. All the reds and greens and browns, everything just kind of looks flat. It doesn't pop out like most people see.
There you go, Cody. Kettle moraine. Thank you, Cody. Kettle moraines. That's what we have a lot of. So you see. So is it like?
Oh yeah.
So it's. I'm trying to understand that concept, and I just have no concept of that.
Yeah, it's. I mean, yeah. Google it sometime. It's just a genetic thing. It's not. It's just that you don't see things the same as other people. So like. Those colorblind tests that you do and you see like a 6 or a 8 or whatever?
Yeah, when you were a kid, yeah. Sure.
Is a colorblind person that, like me, I don't see any of those things.
Right.
So somebody that's partially colorblind might see a 3 and you'd see an 8, and then I don't see anything.
Mm-hmm. So those glasses wouldn't help you at all?
No. They would just... Well, I don't know what they do. They'd probably screw up my sight. I don't even know what.
You do even more.
I'd be kind of afraid because I just know that it. I just know that. I mean, sometimes there's certain things, like somebody will have a cache, like a puzzle cache, and they'll have like. You'll have to figure out stuff, and it's like blue and purple and green and whatever. By the way, Cashly, the Cashly site, or is it Cashly or Project GC?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They have the counties that you find in green, I think they say, and red if you haven't found them. That's awful. Because it all looks flat to me. I can't tell which ones I found and which ones I haven't found. I have to whatever you call it. I have to click on it, and then it'll on Project GC it'll show you if you click on the county, it'll show you how many that you found in that county, or it says 0. Right. Or you can look at the long list, but you can't look at just the big map and go. Okay, I'm going to go to southeast Minnesota because I don't have caches in this and this and this state. I have to click. It's a pain. Whatever.
Is there like a browser extension that would change the colors for you? I wonder.
I've actually written or talked to.
I was going to say he should create one.
I asked the guy that does Project GC if they'd do a different color pattern so that I can see it. Yellow and blue or yellow and
differentiate, big difference.
That contrast each other a lot. Then I could do it. So, I agree with C. Michelle. Yeah, most people are really nice about it if you say that you're colorblind. Most COs.
I don't even.
I understand.
I've never even think about that. You know what's even funny is that for I've been doing web design for years and years and years, and just recently in the last couple of years, Chad, you might know some of this as well. Is that the web has really taken handicapped people into consideration, blind people,
Oh yeah.
and deaf people, and whatnot.
Mhm.
And I don't think I've ever seen anything for colorblind people.
No,
Ever.
I haven't either.
Thinking about that, I've never seen anything for that, and I don't know what
Yeah.
percentage. I don't know what percentage of the people are colorblind. I have no idea. How many people are there? I have no idea. But
I don't know either.
wow, yeah, God, that stinks. Sorry about that, man. That kind of stinks. And so, is it harder to
It's
catch?
okay.
Is it harder to catch? Because a lot of times you see the color coming through the tree, or the brush, or what?
Exactly. Oh yeah. Those bison tubes in a tree. A camo bison tube in a
Oh,
tree.
forget about it. Yeah.
They blend right in.
They blended for me.
It takes me a little bit longer, because I'm persistent, but I know
Right.
it's there, and I just look for it to kind of move around and stuff. So,
Mhm. Well, if you ever see a bison
I've been doing it
under a
long-
lamb skirt, take it.
what's that?
If you ever see a bison under a lamb skirt,
Oh,
take it. Take it and replace it.
I just found a bison tube in a puzzle cache, and it I don't know why it was in there, but whatever.
Did you take
It was a cute puzzle, or it was like a kind of a gadget cache, and they put a bison tube in it for the container. But I thought it was a waste of a bison tube. But
That's right. You take it and you put a milk container. in
I
there.
am not going to take a bison.
No.
Gonna get more hate mail.
No.
How dare you?
Already, all right. Thank you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for calling in, buddy. We appreciate it very much. So,
Yeah, have a good night.
be good, man. Be safe. Be well. Bye bye. All right. Hey, Jesse.
Yeah.
So get this, guys. So the original Chad, the original Stash Bucket Geocoin set. Remember we talked about that a few weeks ago on the show?
Mhm.
And Jesse tried to order them for us, and they were sold out.
They were sold out within like 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, guess what, Chad? It's back in stock.
It's back in stock.
It's back
Ours are on their way.
on there.
They have been shipped.
See, Michelle says he's going to find our porch cast and replace it with a pill bottle. That's what he said.
That would please
That'd
do.
be funny.
That would
That'd
be
be funny.
hilarious.
I would actually applaud that. That'd be very funny. Chad, they're on their way.
Only 7 left, and I'm checking out.
Only 7 left.
Other Chad's checking out as we're on the show.
I'm sorry. It's like I saw only 7 left, and it's like, okay.
Yeah. As soon as I got that email saying they were back in stock, I was like,
Ooh,
done.
Ryan said sold out again.
Oh no, hurry.
Hurry, Chad. Hurry. Hurry, Chad. Get your
Hopefully.
credit card. Get your credit card.
Wait, I just I have it up right here. Let me see. I was just looking. No, I can add it to the cart.
Ryan.
Only
go.
7 left in stock.
Well, now there's only 6. Chad's buying one right now.
Hurry. Let's see how accurate this is. Tell me after you've hit
Let's see
this
if we can
hit
sell it out.
I just hit the
Everybody go order one.
PayPal,
We haven't ordered one.
so it's
Oh,
PayPal
Ryan
spinning.
Ryan says there was 11 left when he did it. He thought for sure it'd be sold out.
Wow.
Everybody go buy one. Let's see if we can sell it out right now.
Come on.
Right? Go to shop.geocaching.com. Hurry up if you want one.
How do you not want one? That's so freaking cool. How do you not want one?
I know, I think they're cool.
Why is PayPal spinning?
Oh no!
Don't spin on me.
no.
No, the spin
It
of
shows
death.
there's still 7.
The spin of death. Yeah.
Maybe there's probably really like 207 and they're
Of course, that's how you get.
telling us.
Look at Taz the sucker. He got him. You know?
I would have got it anyway. So
Oh, I was gonna get it. I spent too long debating about it. That's the thing. Just she's like, do I want? I'm like, I was like, let me think about it.
No, I knew I wanted one. I just wasn't fast enough the first time.
okay, it's purchased.
There you go. All right, let me refresh. Let's see. 6 left.
Oh, look at real time. Wow.
Real time.
Right.
6 left.
Everybody go order one.
Hurry
Let's
up,
see if
people.
We can get them sold.
My wife's gonna be easy, like,
What the hell?
what'd you pay for this? How much you pay for this? Did you need it?
Oh, I think it's a good price.
I think it is too.
I
But
think it's very reasonable.
Catch us! I missed it. What are we buying? We are buying the original stash bucket geocoin set. It's a geocoin of a bucket, and inside of it is 3 coins. What are the coins? It's a
VHS tape,
VHS tape,
a can of beans,
and a slingshot.
and a slingshot.
Like
gotta have a can of beans.
It's like $24 for Christ's sake. It's such a waste of money, but
No, it's not a
you
waste
can't
of
not
money.
have it. What?
It's not a waste of
It's
money.
gonna sit on my shelf. I guess I have things more expensive
yes.
on my shelf right now.
It's
so-
a collection. It's a collection, Scott.
Yeah, I know.
It's an investment.
I'm just angry because like we should be going to like Seattle,
I know.
and I'm not.
I
I'm
know.
not doing the goddamn trifecta.
Yeah, we're not ordering that coin anytime
And it's
soon.
irritating me because I should be doing it, and I'm not. I have to wait till next year to do the goddamn trifecta. It's the year older. Yeah. So yeah, guys, go order one. Only 3 easy payments of $22.64. Yeah, so I ordered stuff. I got Jeeps. Guys, I got Jeeps a dog tag, Chad.
Mhm.
Like
A trackable.
Yeah, a trackable. Our dog is now trackable. So if you ever meet my dog, guys, or Jesse's dog, our dog, I should say our dog, she is trackable. You can,
Awesome.
you can log our dog. And I also got a flag. Chad, you know how you don't know, but anybody who's been in my house knows I have a flagpole with a flag on it. Sometimes it's the American flag. Sometimes I fly the W when the Cubs win. And I hung up the geocaching flag today, Chad.
Ooh.
Geocaching flag, the logo. It's currently hanging outside my house right now. Jesse, did you notice it when you came?
I
home?
did.
She did notice it.
I actually noticed it when you swapped
Did
it
you
out
cheat?
because
Did you cheat and you saw me putting it up there?
well, I kept getting notification that there was movement on the porch. I'm like, what is going on? Finally, I clicked on it, and sure enough, I saw Scott hanging up the flag.
Yeah.
So why the hell's this Ring doorbell keep going off?
Yeah.
Motion sensing.
Yep.
Yeah, we got the new geocaching flag. So the original stash bucket geocoin is back in stock. Apparently, there's only 6 left. Jesse's still currently 6.
Yes. Still
Okay.
6.
And hey, if you want it, what's this Venture Lab, Jess? Credit with this.
So you don't have to wait to be invited. If you want an Adventure Lab credit, here is a way to get qualified premium members have an opportunity to create an Adventure Lab experience with up to 5 locations. If you are eligible, they'll email you within the next few months. Oh, this is so this doesn't guarantee it. I thought this guaranteed it. I think it does. To be eligible, you must meet the following criteria. You must be a geocaching premium member. You must have found at least 2 Adventure Lab caches. And you don't already have a current or an active credit or lab.
Mm-hmm.
So you tell them that you want one, and they will add you to the list. And as they're dishing them out, you'll get one. So I put a link to the page to request them.
One.
What?
I already got one.
I know, me too. We really need to. When's the new deadline? Is it still? I hope it's not still. Oh, it's
End
October
of the year,
now.
right?
No, it's October.
It was August at one time.
All my emails turned off because I don't want to ding. But I think it's
Oh.
October.
5 left.
Oh.
I'm refreshing
Yeah, Ryan
quicker,
Semmel says,
faster
I
than.
Ryan says, I was looking at the price of gold and thought about selling my tin cup coin. That's what I did, Rye. I sold my tin cup coin. Jesse, show
Thanks,
what I got.
Tin Cup.
I wish, Jesse, do you know how much I would have got double the money
Really, if you waited?
if I waited till now? Gold went through the roof. Through the roof.
Really?
Doubled. Ryan, sell it. Sell it before it goes back down.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I got a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. I got, let's see, more.
I know. I have a beautiful ring.
I got a couple grand out of that. More than a couple grand. But now,
Wow.
Jesse, it's like over $4 grand now, I think.
Wow, really? I could have had a bigger ring.
You could have had a bigger ring. A much bigger ring. Yeah. So yeah, but that's funny because in fact I have it right here. Here's the this is the tin cup I won the coin on. This one right here. I have that on my counter. It's on my counter. Yeah. Always sits on my counter. Now it's on Jesse's finger. My tin cup coin. Yeah. So I would say Ryan sell the coin before because what are you gonna do with it? I mean, remember it sat in a safety deposit box for years. You know, like yeah. So
I need to talk to my wife. Well, she bought a couple of gold coins about 5 or 6 years ago, right before something. It must have been 6 or 7 years ago because it was in Houston. It was right before we had a big AC expense there.
mm-hmm.
And then after we had the big AC expense, it was like, and you just bought those. It's like you just bought those, wasted money on these damn gold coins. Gold's never going to go up. I'm glad you mentioned something because
yeah, dude.
now that I see it, it's
exploded.
almost
Exploded.
it's like exploded.
Yeah, I'm like it's like I've been sitting on those coins for years, or coin. I should say, a coin
Four
for
left.
years, and finally that's nice. And I'm finally like, I'm all right. I'm gonna ask Jesse to marry me. I'm gonna go, I'll take the money I have, and then I take this, and I'll add it, and I'll get the ring. And I got, pretty much what I thought. No, a little more. I got a little more than what it was. They said to me, it'd be I think $2,100 worth of the coin was worth at the time. Like
Mhm.
back when I got it in 20. When did I get that? 20.
Oh my gosh, years ago.
15. And I think I sold it for like 23 or 24. So it was like, made a little money, but it was actually down for a while too. That's why I sat on it for so long. But now it's exploded. Yeah. So, yeah. So be it. What are you going to do? That's like, Chad, I had Apple stock at $17 a share.
Bastard.
I sold it at 25 and I was so goddamn happy, Chad.
I'm waiting for Rivian to IPO.
It's like,
And
I sold it
I'm
for
going to invest in
25.
Rivian.
And then 6 months later, the iMac came out, and it changed the world, and it split like 8 times. Like, oh, Chad, this thing's, it's one of those things. What are you gonna do? Yeah. All right, Chad. Anything else? Oh, Jesse, do a quick check. How many?
4.
Still 4.
Yeah, down to 4.
Down to 4, guys. Down to 4. Cody, I know you want one. Come on. 4 left. Or maybe he's one of the guys that already got it. I know you want one. All right, guys. That's about all we got for the Cash or Coffee. Next week, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's this? Did I go through everything here? Yeah, so I went through everything. Chad, next week's show. Did I go and sell it to a coin dealer? Did you sell it at a coin dealer or a coiner? I went to a gold place. Yeah, a gold dealer I went to. Chad, next week's show, warm weather cash or clothing, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
In the series of clothing you'd wear during a certain season. Warm weather, Chad. It's the summertime. So warm weather cash or clothing, guys. You have anything that you guys would like to recommend for people to wear or help you with summer caching clothing, give us a call next week. We'll definitely bring you into the show. So that's next week's show. Chad, anything else?
Nope.
No? Jesse, anything else?
No.
All right, guys. Let's close the show. Guys, thank you whoever called in and chat room. And we will talk to you guys on Saturday, Chad. Saturday's show is a go, guys. So we will talk to you guys Saturday at 8 p.m. Chicago time.
I bet we get a room.
What'd you say?
I bet we get a room.
We're going to get a room? Hey, now.
So I bet we get a room, escape room.
Oh, I got the email today. We got a room. All right, I'm going to close the show. Here we go. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archived video versions of our podcasts are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on your favorite podcatcher. If you like the show, please head on to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you too. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click the subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $3, you will get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our patron members. Please head on over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cashly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Suds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Art and Crafted, and PathX.com. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week, so we'll talk to you guys next week. Talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug those loved ones, and we will talk to you guys next week. We're clear. Oh, yes. What is he saying here? Do you still have to go dealer? Yeah, I'll have to consider it. Dude, don't consider it, man. This is probably the highest it's ever going to be.
Right.
Going, I mean, oh God, yeah. It's like, I mean, to me, it literally sat in a lockbox. It literally, I kept the wooden thing it came in, and I took a picture of both sides of the coin. I mean, what do I need the coin for? I'd rather be married to Jesse than have the coin.
Good choice.
Most days.
Oh.
Oh,
That's true.
Occasionally it's like, oh, damn, I wish I had that coin back.
what?
So occasionally it's, oh, damn, I wish I had that coin back.
Most days. Most. Okay, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. We will talk to you guys on Saturday night for the Saturday Night Antisocial Club this week. So everybody be good and be safe, be well. We'll talk to you guys on Saturday and then next week. All right. Bye-bye.